31 greatest archaeological finds that changed our understanding of history. Beneath our feet lies a hidden record of human history, waiting to be discovered. For centuries, archaeologists have unearthed artifacts, tombs, cities, and treasures that completely transformed our understanding of ancient civilizations, human evolution, and the development of culture itself. These discoveries didn't just add to our knowledge, they fundamentally changed what we thought we knew about our past. We're talking about finds that rewrote textbooks, discoveries that proved legends were real, artifacts that revealed civilizations we never knew existed, and evidence that pushed back the timeline of human achievement by thousands of years. From golden masks of pharaohs to lost cities emerging from jungles, from ancient computers to prehistoric cave paintings of stunning beauty, these archaeological discoveries continue to amaze us and challenge our assumptions about our ancestors. This is 31 greatest archaeological finds that changed our understanding of history, proving that the past is never truly buried and that each discovery brings us closer to understanding who we are and where we came from. Let's explore these remarkable finds that transformed archaeology and rewrote the human story. Number 1. The Rosetta Stone unlocked ancient Egyptian writing. Discovered in 1799 by French soldiers in Egypt, the Rosetta Stone contained the same text written in 3 scripts: ancient Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphics. Because scholars could read ancient Greek, they finally had the key to deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphics, which had been mysterious for over 1,000 years. French scholar Jean-François Champollion cracked the code in 1822. This breakthrough opened up all of ancient Egyptian civilization to modern understanding. Suddenly, temple walls, papyrus scrolls, and tomb inscriptions could be read, revealing Egyptian history, religion, literature, and daily life. Without the Rosetta Stone, Egyptian hieroglyphics might still be undecipherable, and we would know far less about one of history's greatest civilizations. The stone remains one of the most visited objects in the British Museum and represents the foundation of Egyptology as a scholarly discipline. Number 2. Tutankhamun's tomb revealed pharaonic splendor. In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered the virtually intact tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun in Egypt's Valley of the Kings. Unlike other royal tombs that had been looted in antiquity, King Tut's tomb contained over 5,000 artifacts, including his famous golden death mask, chariots, weapons, furniture, and mummified remains. The discovery caused worldwide sensation and sparked renewed interest in ancient Egypt. The find was revolutionary because it showed the incredible wealth and artistic achievement of ancient Egypt. The tomb's contents revealed details about burial practices, religious beliefs, and daily life of Egyptian royalty. King Tut himself was a minor pharaoh who died young, yet his tomb contained such treasure that it helped us imagine the magnificent tombs of more powerful pharaohs that were lost to looters. The discovery made Tutankhamun the most famous pharaoh in history and brought ancient Egypt into popular consciousness worldwide. Number 3. The Dead Sea Scrolls preserved ancient biblical texts. Between 1947 and 1956, Bedouin shepherds and archaeologists discovered approximately 900 ancient Jewish religious manuscripts hidden in caves near the Dead Sea. The scrolls, dating from the 3rd century BC to the 1st century AD, included the oldest known copies of biblical texts, apocryphal books, and documents describing the beliefs of a Jewish sect, possibly the Essenes. The Dead Sea Scrolls revolutionized biblical scholarship by providing manuscripts 1,000 years older than previously known copies. They showed remarkable consistency in biblical transmission over centuries, but also revealed textual variations that illuminated how religious texts evolved. The scrolls provided crucial context for understanding Second Temple Judaism and the religious environment when Christianity emerged. They remain among the most significant archaeological discoveries of the 20th century for understanding ancient Judaism and early Christianity. Number 4. Pompeii froze a Roman city in time. The ancient Roman city of Pompeii was buried by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, killing thousands, but preserving the city under volcanic ash. Systematic excavations beginning in the 18th century revealed an entire Roman city frozen at a specific moment in history. Buildings, frescoes, mosaics, graffiti, food, and even the forms of victims preserved in ash provided unprecedented detail about Roman daily life. Pompeii changed how we understand ancient Rome because it preserved not just grand monuments but ordinary life. Bakeries with bread still in ovens, taverns with prices painted on walls, homes with erotic art, and graffiti revealing citizens' thoughts. The discovery showed that Romans were remarkably similar to modern people in their concerns, humor, and daily activities. Pompeii remains the most complete picture we have of life in the Roman Empire, and continues yielding new discoveries as excavation continues. Number 5. The Terracotta Army guarded an emperor's tomb. In 1974, Chinese farmers digging a well near Xi'an discovered fragments of terracotta figures. Excavation revealed an army of over 8,000 life-size terracotta soldiers, horses, and chariots buried with China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, who died in 210 BC. Each soldier was individually crafted with unique facial features, representing an actual army meant to protect the emperor in the afterlife. The Terracotta Army revealed the scale and sophistication of ancient Chinese civilization and the power of its first emperor. The craftsmanship demonstrated advanced manufacturing techniques, and the army's organization reflected actual military structure. The discovery changed understanding of early Chinese imperial power and artistic achievement. The emperor's actual tomb remains unexcavated, potentially containing even more remarkable treasures. The Terracotta Army has become one of China's most famous archaeological sites and a symbol of ancient Chinese achievement. Number 6. Lucy revealed human evolution. In 1974, paleoanthropologist Donald Johanson discovered a remarkably complete early human ancestor skeleton in Ethiopia, nicknamed Lucy. Dating to approximately 3.2 million years ago, Lucy belonged to the species Australopithecus afarensis and provided crucial evidence about human evolution. Her skeleton showed she walked upright but retained some ape-like features, representing a transitional form. Lucy's discovery revolutionized understanding of human evolution by providing concrete evidence of bipedalism in our early ancestors. She demonstrated that walking upright evolved before large brains, contradicting previous theories. Lucy helped establish Africa as the cradle of human evolution and provided a reference point for understanding other early human fossils. Her discovery made human evolution tangible to the public and remains one of paleoanthropology's most significant finds. Number 7. Machu Picchu revealed Inca engineering. American historian Hiram Bingham brought Machu Picchu to international attention in 1911, though local people knew of its existence. This 15th-century Inca citadel, built on a mountain ridge in Peru, demonstrated extraordinary engineering and architectural achievement. The precision stonework, agricultural terraces, and water management systems revealed Inca sophistication. Machu Picchu changed perceptions of pre-Columbian American civilizations by showing they achieved remarkable feats without European contact. The site's purpose remains debated, possibly a royal estate, sacred site, or administrative center, but its preservation provides insight into Inca culture at its height. The discovery helped establish that American civilizations achieved architectural and engineering sophistication, rivaling ancient European and Asian cultures. Machu Picchu has become Peru's most famous archaeological site and a symbol of Inca achievement. Number 8. The tomb of Qin Shi Huang remains mostly unexcavated. The burial mound of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, was discovered centuries ago, but modern excavation revealed its extraordinary scale. Ancient texts describe the tomb as containing rivers of mercury astronomical displays, and elaborate traps. Ground testing detected high mercury levels, suggesting the ancient accounts might be accurate. The Terracotta Army was just the outer guardian force. Archaeologists have deliberately left the central tomb chamber unexcavated, partly from respect and partly because excavation technology isn't yet sufficient to preserve what might be inside without damage. What has been discovered, the Terracotta Army and various pits, already ranks among history's most significant archaeological finds. The unexcavated tomb represents perhaps the greatest remaining archaeological mystery, potentially containing treasures and information that could further revolutionize understanding of ancient China. Number 9. The Antikythera Mechanism was an ancient computer. Discovered in a shipwreck off the Greek island of Antikythera in 1901, this corroded bronze device wasn't understood for decades. Modern X-ray analysis revealed it was an incredibly sophisticated astronomical calculator from around 100 BC, containing dozens of gears that could predict astronomical positions and eclipses. The mechanism's sophistication wouldn't be matched until medieval astronomical clocks over 1,000 years later. The Antikythera Mechanism revolutionized understanding of ancient Greek technology, demonstrating they had achieved mechanical sophistication previously unsuspected. It suggests a tradition of complex mechanism making that was somehow lost. The device challenged assumptions about technological progress, showing that ancient civilizations sometimes achieved remarkable sophistication that was later forgotten. Its discovery fundamentally changed how historians view ancient scientific and technological achievement. Number 10. Cave paintings at Lascaux showed prehistoric art. In 1940, French teenagers discovered Lascaux Cave containing over 600 prehistoric paintings dating to approximately 17,000 years ago. The stunning images of horses, cattle, deer, and other animals demonstrated artistic sophistication that challenged assumptions about primitive, prehistoric humans. The paintings showed understanding of perspective, movement, and artistic composition. Lascaux changed perceptions of prehistoric humans by proving they possessed symbolic thinking, artistic ability, and cultural sophistication tens of thousands of years ago. The cave paintings demonstrated that art and symbolic expression are fundamental human traits with deep prehistoric roots. Lascaux helped establish that Paleolithic humans were cognitively modern and culturally complex. The cave had to be closed to preserve the paintings, but replica caves allow visitors to experience this extraordinary prehistoric art. Number 11. Olduvai Gorge revealed early human history. Beginning in the 1930s, Louis and Mary Leakey conducted excavations at Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania, discovering numerous early human fossils and stone tools. Their discoveries, including Homo habilis and evidence of tool use dating back 1.9 million years, established East Africa as crucial to human evolution. The Leakeys' work at Olduvai spanned decades and revolutionized paleoanthropology. Olduvai Gorge became known as the cradle of mankind because of the concentration of early human fossils and evidence of human behavior over millions of years. The discoveries demonstrated the great age of human evolution and provided evidence of how our ancestors lived, made tools, and evolved. The site remains active for research and continues yielding discoveries about human origins. The Leakeys' work at Olduvai established modern paleoanthropology and proved Africa's central role in human evolution. Number 12. The tomb of Philip II of Macedon. In 1977, Greek archaeologist Manolis Andronikos discovered an unlooted royal tomb at Vergina, Greece, containing extraordinary treasures and skeletal remains. Evidence strongly suggests the tomb belonged to Philip II of Macedon, father of Alexander the Great, who was assassinated in 336 BC. The tomb contained golden wreaths, armor, weapons, and the cremated remains of a man who had suffered injuries matching historical accounts of Philip. This discovery provided tangible connection to one of history's most influential figures and his even more famous son. The tomb's treasures revealed Macedonian royal wealth and artistic achievement. The find was significant because so few major historical figures have been identified archaeologically with confidence. Philip's tomb provided direct physical evidence of the dynasty that conquered the Persian Empire and spread Greek culture across the ancient world. Number 13. Göbekli Tepe predated agriculture. Discovered in Turkey in 1994, Göbekli Tepe is a megalithic site with massive stone pillars arranged in circles, dating to approximately 9600 BC, about 6,000 years before Stonehenge. The site was built by hunter-gatherers before the development of agriculture, pottery, or metal tools. This challenged the fundamental assumption that complex architecture required settled agricultural societies. Göbekli Tepe revolutionized understanding of human social development by proving that complex religious or ceremonial sites could be built before agriculture. The discovery suggested that organized religion and monumental construction might have preceded and even motivated the development of agriculture, reversing previous theories. The site demonstrated that prehistoric hunter-gatherers were capable of sophisticated social organization and massive construction projects. Göbekli Tepe fundamentally changed how archaeologists understand the Neolithic Revolution. Number 14. The Iceman Ötzi preserved a Copper Age human. In 1991, hikers in the Alps discovered a naturally mummified human body emerging from melting ice. Ötzi the Iceman died approximately 5,300 years ago and was extraordinarily well preserved, complete with clothing, tools, and equipment. Scientific analysis revealed details about his health, diet, tattoos, last meal, and the arrow wound that killed him. Ötzi provided unprecedented insight into Copper Age European life because everything was preserved, not just his body but his clothes, weapons, and possessions. He carried sophisticated equipment including a copper axe, demonstrating metalworking knowledge. His tattoos suggested possible medical treatment. The discovery of an arrowhead in his shoulder and defensive wounds showed he died violently, making him possibly the oldest unsolved murder case. Ötzi remains the oldest naturally preserved human found in Europe and provides unique information about prehistoric life. Number 15. Troy was real. For centuries, Troy was considered merely a legendary city from Homer's Iliad. In the 1870s, Heinrich Schliemann excavated a site in Turkey and claimed to have discovered Troy. While Schliemann's methods were crude and some of his claims exaggerated, subsequent careful archaeology confirmed that the site was indeed Troy and that it had been destroyed and rebuilt multiple times. The discovery proved that Homer's epic had basis in real places and possibly real events, though greatly mythologized. Troy's identification showed that ancient literature could preserve genuine historical memory over millennia. The find demonstrated that myths sometimes contain historical truth, encouraging archaeologists to take ancient texts seriously as potential guides to real places and events. Troy's discovery bridged the gap between legend and history. Number 16. Sutton Hoo revealed Anglo-Saxon England. In 1939, excavation of burial mounds at Sutton Hoo in England revealed a ship burial containing extraordinary treasures including weapons, armor, gold jewelry, and ceremonial objects. Dating to the early 7th century AD, the burial probably belonged to an Anglo-Saxon king. The treasures demonstrated that Dark Age England possessed significant wealth and artistic sophistication. Sutton Hoo transformed understanding of Anglo-Saxon England by proving it wasn't as dark or primitive as previously thought. The treasures showed connections to Scandinavia and the Byzantine Empire, revealing Anglo-Saxon England was part of wider European networks. The helmet and other artifacts demonstrated sophisticated metalworking. The discovery helped establish that post-Roman Britain maintained cultural complexity and international connections. Sutton Hoo remains the richest burial found in Britain. Number 17. The tomb of Lord Pakal at Palenque. In 1952, Mexican archaeologist Alberto Ruz Lulier discovered a hidden stairway in the Temple of Inscriptions at Palenque, leading to the tomb of the Maya ruler Qin Shi Huang Pakal. The elaborate tomb contained Pakal's remains adorned with jade jewelry and a famous carved stone slab. Dating to 683 AD, it was the first such royal Maya burial found inside a pyramid. The discovery proved that Maya pyramids could be tombs like Egyptian pyramids, not just temple platforms as previously thought. The tomb's inscriptions and art revealed details about Maya royal succession, religion, and cosmology. The famous sarcophagus lid, showing Pakal's journey to the underworld, became one of Maya civilization's most iconic images. The find demonstrated Maya civilization's sophistication and provided crucial information about Maya kingship. Number 18. Angkor Wat revealed Khmer Empire. Angkor Wat in Cambodia was never completely lost. Buddhist monks maintained it, but its true scale and significance weren't understood until 19th century European exploration. The massive temple complex, built in the 12th century, represented one of the largest religious monuments ever constructed. Subsequent discovery of the entire city of Angkor revealed an urban center that once housed nearly 1 million people. The discovery of Angkor's scale revolutionized understanding of Southeast Asian history by revealing a powerful empire with sophisticated engineering, including advanced water management systems. Angkor demonstrated that mainland Southeast Asian civilizations achieved monumental architecture rivaling anything in Europe or the Middle East. Recent LiDAR scanning has revealed even more extensive urban development, showing Angkor was one of the world's largest pre-industrial cities. The find established the Khmer Empire as one of history's great civilizations. Number 19. The caves at Qumran and the Dead Sea Scrolls community. The caves near Qumran, where the Dead Sea Scrolls were found, also revealed evidence of a settlement, possibly the community that created or stored the scrolls. Excavations revealed communal buildings, ritual baths, and a scriptorium where scrolls might have been copied. The settlement dated to the same period as the scrolls, suggesting a religious community living there. This archaeological context helped interpret the scrolls by suggesting they represented the library of a specific Jewish sect, possibly Essenes, who withdrew from mainstream Jewish society. The settlement evidence supported understanding the scrolls as documents of a distinct religious community rather than random texts. The combination of manuscripts and archaeological remains provided rare direct connection between ancient texts and the community that produced them. This context has been crucial for understanding Second Temple Judaism's diversity. Number 20. Newgrange predated the pyramids. Newgrange in Ireland is a Neolithic passage tomb built around 3200 BC, making it older than Stonehenge and the Egyptian pyramids. The massive circular mound features a passage aligned so that sunlight illuminates the inner chamber only during winter solstice sunrise. The sophisticated engineering and astronomical knowledge demonstrated by this alignment was surprising for Neolithic Ireland. Newgrange changed perceptions of prehistoric European cultures by proving they possessed astronomical knowledge and could construct precisely aligned monumental architecture. The site demonstrated that Neolithic Europeans were sophisticated builders and astronomers who created lasting monuments. Newgrange showed that advanced ancient cultures weren't limited to the Mediterranean or Middle East. The tomb's art, engineering, and astronomical alignment revealed unexpected sophistication in prehistoric Ireland. Number 21. The Nazca Lines were massive geoglyphs. Though locals knew of them, the Nazca Lines in Peru weren't fully appreciated until aerial surveys in the 1920s-1930s revealed their scale. These massive geoglyphs, created between 500 BC and 500 AD, depict animals, plants, and geometric shapes, some stretching over 1,000 feet. They're only fully visible from the air, raising questions about why a culture without flight created them. The Nazca Lines demonstrated ancient Peruvian organizational ability and geometric knowledge. Various theories suggest religious purposes, astronomical calendars, or water-related rituals. The line's scale and precision showed sophisticated planning and surveying abilities. The discovery raised questions about ancient motivations and capabilities, demonstrating that ancient peoples sometimes invested enormous effort in projects whose purpose isn't immediately obvious to modern minds. The lines remain one of archaeology's most intriguing mysteries. Number 22. Herculaneum preserved better than Pompeii. Herculaneum was another Roman town buried by Vesuvius in 79 AD, but it was sealed by different volcanic material that preserved organic materials like wood, papyrus, and food even better than Pompeii. Excavations beginning in the 18th century revealed multi-story buildings with intact wooden elements, a library of carbonized papyrus scrolls, and even preserved food. Herculaneum provided details about Roman life that Pompeii couldn't because organic materials survived. The Villa of the Papyri contained a philosophical library with texts by Epicurean philosophers. Modern technology is slowly reading these carbonized scrolls, potentially revealing lost ancient texts. The site showed Roman upper-class life in extraordinary detail, with preserved wooden furniture, decorations, and architecture. Together with Pompeii, Herculaneum provides the most complete picture of Roman daily life. Number 23. The tomb of the first emperor's wife. Near Qin Shi Huang's tomb, archaeologists discovered burial sites of imperial family members and officials. One tomb contained the remains of a woman with elaborate jade burial goods, suggesting royal status, possibly one of the emperor's wives or his mother. These auxiliary tombs revealed court life and burial practices for those close to the emperor. These discoveries provided context for understanding the central tomb and showed how the entire necropolis functioned as an underground imperial court. The finds demonstrated the wealth and sophistication of Qin dynasty burial practices beyond just the famous Terracotta Army. Each new discovery in the complex adds understanding of how China's first emperor planned his afterlife and the elaborate preparations that accompanied imperial burial. Number 24. Cave art at Chauvet was 30,000 years old. Discovered in France in 1994, Chauvet Cave contains some of the world's oldest known cave paintings, dating to approximately 30,000 to 32,000 years ago. The sophisticated artwork depicts horses, lions, mammoths, and other animals with artistic techniques including perspective and shading. The quality rivaled or exceeded later prehistoric art. Chauvet challenged assumptions that art progressively improved over time by showing that humans 30,000 years ago produced art as sophisticated as work from thousands of years later. The discovery pushed back the timeline for complex symbolic behavior and artistic achievement. Chauvet demonstrated that artistic ability and symbolic thinking were fully developed in early modern humans tens of thousands of years ago. The cave provides evidence that art is a fundamental human trait with deep prehistoric roots. Number 25. The tomb of Nefertari was beautifully preserved. The tomb of Queen Nefertari, favorite wife of Pharaoh Ramesses II, was discovered in Egypt's Valley of the Queens in 1904. Despite ancient looting, the tomb's wall paintings remained remarkably preserved, showing vibrant colors and exquisite artistry. The paintings depicted Nefertari's journey through the afterlife and represented some of ancient Egypt's finest surviving art. Nefertari's tomb revealed the importance of royal women in ancient Egypt and the care taken in their burials. The artistic quality demonstrated Egyptian painting at its height. The tomb's inscriptions and imagery provided information about Egyptian religious beliefs and the afterlife. Though the queen's mummy was lost to looters, her tomb preserved her name and image, making her one of ancient Egypt's most famous queens. The tomb shows ancient Egyptian art and belief systems in exceptional detail. Number 26. Çatalhöyük was a Neolithic city. Discovered in Turkey in 1958, Çatalhöyük dates to approximately 7500 BC and was one of the world's first urban settlements, housing perhaps 10,000 people. The unusual site had no streets. Residents entered homes through roof openings and walked across rooftops. Excavations revealed elaborate wall paintings, plastered skulls, and evidence of early agriculture and domesticated animals. Çatalhöyük changed understanding of Neolithic social organization by showing that large, densely populated settlements existed earlier than previously thought. The site suggested complex social organization and possibly religious practices thousands of years before cities arose in Mesopotamia. The artwork and architecture revealed sophisticated culture in the Neolithic period. Çatalhöyük demonstrated that the transition from hunter-gatherer to agricultural urban life was more complex and varied than simple linear progression. Number 27. Richard III's remains under a parking lot. In 2012, archaeologists excavating beneath a parking lot in Leicester, England, discovered human remains that DNA testing proved belonged to King Richard III, who died at the Battle of Bosworth Field in 1485. The skeleton showed battle injuries consistent with historical accounts and spinal curvature matching descriptions of Richard's appearance. The discovery solved a 500-year-old mystery about what happened to Richard's body. Finding Richard III was remarkable because English monarchs so rarely have been positively identified through archaeology. The discovery provided direct physical evidence about a controversial historical figure and allowed forensic analysis of medieval battle injuries. The skeleton confirmed some historical accounts while disproving others. Richard's reburial in Leicester Cathedral became a major event. The discovery demonstrated that even in well-documented historical periods, archaeology can add tangible evidence and answer long-standing questions. Number 28. The Staffordshire Hoard was Anglo-Saxon treasure. In 2009, a metal detectorist in England discovered the Staffordshire Hoard, the largest collection of Anglo-Saxon gold and silver metalwork ever found. The hoard contained over 3,500 items, primarily military equipment dating to the 7th or 8th century AD. The exquisite craftsmanship and sheer quantity of precious metal revealed unexpected wealth in Anglo-Saxon England. The hoard's discovery challenged assumptions about the Dark Ages by revealing extraordinary artistic skill and material wealth. The military focus of the objects suggested they were war booty or possibly a kingdom's treasury. The find provided evidence of warfare and power struggles in Anglo-Saxon England. Together with Sutton Hoo, the Staffordshire Hoard proved that Anglo-Saxon culture possessed sophistication and wealth that the term Dark Ages fails to capture. Number 29. Denisova Cave revealed new human species. In southern Siberia, Denisova Cave yielded fossils of a previously unknown human species named Denisovans, identified initially through DNA analysis of a finger bone in 2010. Genetic evidence showed Denisovans were distinct from both Neanderthals and modern humans, though they interbred with both. Denisovan DNA persists in modern populations, particularly in Oceania and Asia. The discovery revolutionized understanding of human evolution by proving that multiple human species coexisted and interbred more recently than previously thought. Denisovans were identified primarily through genetics rather than obvious physical differences, showing that DNA analysis can reveal human species that might not be recognizable from bones alone. The find demonstrated that human evolutionary history was more complex than previously understood, with multiple human lineages interacting across Asia. Number 30. The Uluburun Shipwreck revealed Bronze Age trade. Discovered off Turkey's coast in 1982, the Uluburun Shipwreck dates to approximately 1300 BC and contained cargo from across the Mediterranean and Near East. The ship carried copper from Cyprus, tin from Afghanistan, glass from Egypt, ivory from Africa, and luxury goods from multiple regions. The wreck provided extraordinary evidence of Bronze Age international trade networks. The Uluburun wreck changed understanding of the Bronze Age by proving extensive trade networks connected distant civilizations. The cargo's diversity showed that late Bronze Age economies were globally interconnected, with goods traveling thousands of miles. The wreck preserved organic materials including food, revealing details about ancient maritime trade practices. The discovery demonstrated that Bronze Age Mediterranean civilization was more cosmopolitan and interconnected than previously appreciated. Number 31. Homo Naledi in Rising Star Cave. In 2013, researchers discovered over 1,500 hominin fossils in Rising Star Cave, South Africa, representing at least 15 individuals of a new species named Homo Naledi. The species showed a mix of primitive and modern features, and surprisingly recent dating suggested they survived until perhaps 236,000 years ago, overlapping with modern humans. Evidence suggested deliberate body disposal, possibly indicating early burial practices. Homo Naledi challenged understanding of human evolution by showing that human-like species with small brains survived longer than expected and might have practiced sophisticated behaviors like burial. The discovery suggested that human evolution was more complex than a simple linear progression from primitive to modern. The large number of fossils provided unprecedented opportunity to study variation within an extinct human species. Rising Star Cave continues to yield discoveries that reshape understanding of human origins. So there you have it, 31 archaeological discoveries that fundamentally changed how we understand human history, from our earliest ancestors to relatively recent times. These finds didn't just add details to what we already knew, they challenged assumptions, rewrote theories, and opened entirely new areas of study. Each discovery reminds us that the past holds secrets we've only begun to uncover. What makes these discoveries so significant is that they often overturn previous beliefs. Before the Rosetta Stone, Egyptian hieroglyphics seemed permanently lost. Before Göbekli Tepe, we thought agriculture preceded monumental architecture. Before Lucy, we didn't fully understand human evolutionary history. These finds demonstrate that archaeology constantly revises our understanding as new evidence emerges. These discoveries also remind us how much remains unknown. Qin Shi Huang's tomb remains largely unexcavated. Countless ancient sites lie undiscovered beneath jungles, deserts, and cities. New technologies like ground-penetrating radar and DNA analysis are revolutionizing archaeology, allowing discoveries that previous generations couldn't achieve. What we know about human history is constantly expanding and sometimes radically changing. The discoveries span the full range of human experience, from our evolutionary origins millions of years ago to medieval kings buried under parking lots. They come from every continent except Antarctica. They include everything from massive monuments to tiny DNA fragments. Together, they demonstrate that human history is far richer, more complex, and more fascinating than we once imagined. Perhaps most importantly, these discoveries connect us to our ancestors. When we see the golden mask of Tutankhamun, touch tools made by Homo habilis, or walk through Pompeii's streets, we encounter real people who lived, loved, struggled, and died. Archaeology makes history tangible and human, transforming ancient peoples from abstract concepts into individuals whose achievements we can appreciate and whose humanity we can recognize. Which discovery amazes you most? Are there other archaeological finds you think deserve recognition for changing our understanding of history? What do you hope archaeologists will discover next? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear which finds fascinate you and what mysteries you hope will be solved.